Welcome to 3-week workshop on programming in C++. In this video, I'm going to map a concept of static variable with our problem statement. So let us take up some problem statement. So assume that the faculty wants to count the number of students enrolled for the particular online class. So just to write a C++ program to maintain the current number of users are enrolled for the class. That means that you are going to count how many number of instances we have created. So we are all object for the class. So that we need to count whenever the user entered, we have to count that how many number of the users are entered. Clear? So here assume the faculties are wants to count the number of students. The faculty is a common. So we are all object. So whenever you are entered into the class, we need the number of count will be increased by 1. It means that whenever the object is created, the count will be incremented by 1. So that see that just I am going to create a one simple program to show a demo about this. So for here that the faculty is a common, and every student is joined in the classroom. We need to maintain a count. So I am saying that it is a classroom is my class name, and I am going to say one count. So the count is common for all the object. Even the student also may know that static, because the faculty counted it. If the one student's coming, it is a 1, 2, 3. So once the object is coming, the object automatically to increase that value so that I can make it as a static variable. Then if I want to know how many members are joined still now, show it is a static variable. A static method to show. That is for display the value. So I'm going to use a show method to display the total number of students are registered. Or maybe joined. I'm going to display this account. So you know that the initial count must be a 0. So the class must terminate with a semicolon. Then after that, the definition of that static variable must be defined. So the data type, then followed by the name of the class, followed by the variable name and 0. So in the main function, so CLR, yeah, that's a class screen for making output is neat. So now I'm going to create it. So I told that if what object is created, the value of the count must be incremented. So one student is coming, so that automatically the count will be incremented by 1, so that I can use. We know that the class, that means the constructor will be invoked automatically, so that we need to increment the value of this account by 1 whenever the object is created. By saying that s1 dot show how many student is created. Then another one more student is also joined in the classroom. So in this, for each understanding here, I need to use getch. So still now first time the only one user means enter. This is a count, and these are all static. So sorry, these are all private, so that it's unable to access. So that I'm going to make it as a public. No errors. I'm going to display the total number of students enrolled is 1 because I'm stopped in between. So up to that we are counting up to S1. So now that S2 is joined, so that it will be incremented by 2. Clear? Okay, so if you are creating n number of objects, then it will be invoked as usual thing. Maybe if the students are relieved, then maybe it will be reduced by using the concept of destructors. We know how to write a destructor. This is symbol and the name of the class. The name of the class is classroom. So only one destructor must have. You don't take any parameters. See out the object, the student gone. Assume that I'm going to create as inside of curly brace. So you know that inside of the curly brace, automatically the lifetime will be closed once it reaches the curly brace. It only applicable in C++. See that the student's gone. So again, it will display 1 because once the student S2 comes, the scope of this S1 will be erased. See that how it will work by using F7 keyboard. So just to execution. So now enter into the scope. So S1 object is created and now count will be incremented. H1 dot. So it will print what is the count. So then once the scope of the variable is reached, because at the end of that execution, so then automatically it go for a destructor, then it will reduce the value of count. So now the count is 0. It will press something. So now count is 0 because the students once gone out. So now S2 will be invoked. Now count will be incremented. So it will execute. Object is created. Then again it's gone. So now you can check in. Students gone because once the program execution, once it reaches the end of the program, then you can say it is means that they are left from the classroom. If a particular user is exit from this, left from the classroom, like that it's shown a message. So those messages can be displayed by using destructor. Destructor normally for it's only one destructor is possible. It for memory deallocation only. Yeah, so this is the way. So here the memory count is a common for all the objects because it's a static. So whenever the class students are entered into the classroom, just it will be incremented by 1. If the students are left out by using a destructor, they are decremented by 1. So then based on the means that lifestyle, that means based on the reaching end of the program, means based on its scope, we are just maintaining the student states. So this is the way just we are applying the concept of static variable for this problem statement 1. Thank you.